Hello everybody. I would like to show you in this video how I use AI in order to improve the crawlability of a web page, the ranking of my web page, and so forth. I haven't done that for a long time. So I built that web page in the beginning of the year, and then I did it maybe once, and now I do it again. Ideally, if you do it, I think weekly, and you improve just a tiny bit, I think you have a really powerful web page that has perfect ranking and so forth. So it all starts with me receiving an email that looks like this for agipath.net. So this is my webpage, agipath.net, where I basically advertise my book mostly. I have worked with many different companies, and you can buy it on different platforms, some accolades, testimonials, then a little bit about me, and that's about it. I also at some point added this feature requests and bugs. I think this is pretty powerful via feature base. Perhaps I could do like an additional video about that. So let me quickly take a look. So first of all, you have to be logged into Ahref, or you should register your web page into Ahrefs, which looks like this. You can register it by clicking create. You have a web page, and then you need to also verify that you are you import the page, and then you have to verify that you are actually the owner and so forth. All right. And for agipath.net, you then get, I have now 2 emails under this specific account, 2 web pages under this specific account logged in, and I have a health score of 83. Typically, I think if it's above 80, that's fine. Above 90 is better. But taking care of all of these things properly helps you, I think, already to increase the reach of the page and so forth. So I have 83. Maybe later I can give a little update on what this specific adjustments that I will do now, what the impact was. Naturally, I would take care of the top issue, page has no outgoing link. This occurs one time. I'm not even fully sure what this means, page has no occurring link. But here it says, if you read this question mark box, you read, if a page has no outgoing links, it is a dead end for both website visitors as well as engine crawlers. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. How to fix it? Check your website navigation and link architecture to make sure your website has no dead ends. Okay, then let's start doing it. So first of all, the problem is this: page has no outgoing link. Then I open the code base, the code base of my AGI book page. By the way, there is now a new model out from Anthropic, Claude 4.1 Opus. I use it on Macs. Absolute, the most power that is possible. And I'm also utilizing my prompting template here. I have a couple of things specifically for web page improvements. I would use this whole body, copy, paste, and I say AH, and I highly recommend you also to have a library like this. AH report came in, critical, let me go back, copy, page has no outgoing link, zack, issue details, I would go here, if a page, how to fix, I would include that as well, zack. And then I'm saying, please analyze the code base in depth and suggest an implementation plan that fixes this error. Then this is for me the most, the phrase that I'm using the most, which is be surgical, precise, thoughtful, and concise. Sometimes I'm also adding be strategic, if it's something bigger or when you know some strategic decision is upcoming. Don't write the code out. We implement it later. And then I'm typically, how I go about these things is I first do this in the ask mode, where it anyways cannot alter the code base. Yeah, this is the whole web page code base. Yeah, and I don't want it to write the code out, but I want it to give me an implementation plan. Let's do it. I pause for a moment. Okay, it now went through the code base, analyzed it in depth. It's not a complex code base, yeah. So under source, you see there's not a couple of assets, library. It's really not a lot. And so what we see, analysis summary. After thoroughly analyzing the code base, I found that the page already has multiple outgoing links. So this was not really correct. Current outgoing links, social media, business to generative AI.net, multiple locations exactly. Newsletter sign up, e-commerce, Amazon 3 locations, Hugendubel, Audible, tools feature based widget, Ahref report appears to be a false positive. The issue likely stems from a JavaScript rendered links. Many links use window.open instead of standard A tag. Okay, crawling. So maybe it's the wrong way we are having these links tagged. Crawling limitations. Ahref might not be executing JavaScript during crawl. Okay. Implementation plan. Convert JavaScript links to SEO-friendly HTML links. Sounds good. Replace that. Fantastic. We do that. Ensure all links have a proper no opener, no referrer attributes. If you want to know what this means, I highly recommend to use Gemini. And then you type in, what does this mean? Be concise. I would always put in be concise. And as it's loading, add descriptive ARIA label attributes for accessibility. Sounds good. Phase 2, add strategic content links. Priority high. Add resources section in footer. AI research paper, resources, related industry, enhance book chapter descriptions with contextual links, link technical terms. Okay. This is something like a glossar. And create a press and media section with links to book reviews, author, interviews, podcast. Okay, and phase 3, improve link architecture. Add breadcrumb navigation if multiple page and future. Yeah, this we can skip. Create internal anchor links. Okay, create internal anchor links could be good. And phase 4, technical SEO optimization, priority high. Because this is medium. Add structured data for book author information, implement proper meta tags for sharing. Okay, wow. So content enhancement, I'll skip this. Quick and immediate. Okay, good. Sounds good to me. And you see also one other update is that Cursor now tells you how much has been used of the 200K token window. First of all, let's get to the answer. This ensure all links have a proper no opener. This is security and privacy directive for links, especially those opening a new tab. This no opener prevents the new tab from being able to control the original tab. This protects against a type of phishing attack called tab nabbing. Sounds good. Higher security is always better. And no referrer hides the referring URL from the new tab. This enhances user privacy by not telling the new site where the traffic came from. That is good. Security up, privacy up, and we anyways earn our referral royalty. So in short, we want to definitely have this. Fantastic. Okay, so now I would go and say agent, still the same. By the way, I used to do it, the agent task with O3 Pro, but now O4.1 Opus is out, and it is really, really good in what it does. And it has basically replaced O3 Pro. However, soon GPT-5 comes out, and then I might use that. Let's continue. So I will say I use my Super Whisper. That sounds like a good implementation plan. Please implement phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, but only create internal anchor links and add a back to the top links. Phase 4, and skip phase 5. So it has not transcribed what I'm saying. Good implementation plan. Phase 5 sounds good. And lastly, I will also add page improvement, by the way. So yeah, I want to have this here as well. And then I would do it like this. I would say apply the fixes, implement this plan, and create a to-do list if necessary. Yeah, always be surgical, precise. And now we want it to write code. And let's go. And so as it does this now, you see it starts to plan its next move, and it will now, it performs now a to-do list. Phase 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay, perfect. Verify robots.txt. Let me start with phase 1, converting JavaScript links to SEO. Okay, I'll let it work now. This can easily, I will time how long it takes. And I pause for that moment. Well, quick update. The model is already working 5 minutes and 50 seconds and is halfway through. And it's going through it. I'm observing very closely of what it's doing. It looks all very good so far. Could be that not everything will be perfect, but it looks, so far, it looks promising. Let's keep waiting. I mean, I'll do other things in the meantime, yeah? Okay, it is about to be done. Exactly now. And it needed 9 minutes. Pretty much exactly 9 minutes. So there were a couple of interesting things that I observed. So first of all, we see here, it has edited 15 files. Yeah, from robots.txt and so on, between edited and created fully. That's that. I will review the changes, but it found 6 errors. React is declared, but is very okay. So these are some React errors, and then it says the lintering errors are just warnings about React imports. So we can ignore that for now. It has implemented. It'll give me the summary, and only 39%. I would have thought more for 9 minutes of working, but that's perfect. So what do we see here? First, phase 1 converted JavaScript links into these friendly links, updated component, added strategic content links, added links to AI research papers. let's see, AI research papers. So that's pretty cool. It it has added research papers. Okay, let's see. Phase 2. This is phase 3 still. Phase 2. Let's author section. How do I do it best? Phase 2. So here, this is all phase 2. Phase 1. And then here, phase 2, create press and media section. And here you'll see it has added the book, it has added Goodreads. Okay, some YouTube link. Where is this link coming from? Let's take a quick look. Okay, it's basically generative AI expert interview. Well, okay, this link should be improved. I'll do it later. Okay, let's continue. Chapter enhancements, core links. We added IDs, so we have now links for the respective sections. Technical SEO optimization, meta tag, added comprehensive meta tags including Open Graph and Twitter cards. Okay, cool. Structured data for book and organization, sitemap, created a proper crawling directives. So in order to guide the crawls of what to do. I actually was always curious on how these robot TXTs look like. I'll analyze it in a second. The page has now 50 plus outgoing links. E-commerce, social media, educational, fast AI. Okay. Well, this surgical implementation maintains the existing user experience while ensuring search engines can properly crawl and index all outgoing links, completely resolving the Ahrefs dead end warning. Let's go. I want to first, so here we see we have added to the CTA button, we have added 43 lines and deleted 11 lines. Where like so many edits. Okay, I see. I hope it doesn't look now crazy different, but I wanted to also check the robots txt. What does it say? Created by, okay. Great. User agent. Okay, some user agent slurp. Well, there is a sitemap. Okay. It also has created. We also still need to push it. This is the sitemap. Fantastic. Yeah, we need a sitemap. All right, then I would say here's just one edition. Here's just one edition. It tries to keep it same. Okay. You know what? Let's see what it has created. Now push it so that it is actively visible. Is there something else that we should keep into account in order to have it deployed? Because this is a GitHub page, which is a part of the GitHub Pro account. Yeah, that I'm reaching limits. That's standard. I paid last month $2,300 just for AI models through mostly Anthropic, and yeah, that's fine. Okay, so modify these, and these 4 are new models. The sitemap is new, of course. And the other things. I'll just pause for a moment. Well, so it has now identified that there is a discrepancy. The CNAME file points to agipath.net, but in the changes I made, it used the wrong link. Yeah, I should have said this is part of the information, and this needs to be updated. Okay, for my web page. Okay. So now it has to change all of these. Now let me add this commit to SEO related changes. I like the git command, git commit, fix href, no outgoing links. Git branch. Okay, wait, git branch master, perfect. Great changes. So this is now pushed. Deployment steps for GitHub. Since the project uses GitHub pages for deployment, run these commands. Good news, the public folder will be automatically copied. Yeah, the domain is already configured. Now let's see. So theoretically, I might not need to do that. Theoretically, it should work now. Let me load it again. Okay. That looks good. I mean, here are not much changes, except it loads quite slow, but there might be. Let me check it on GitHub. My repositories. Book page. Okay, and then settings, I think. Pages. Caution, yeah, sounds good. GitHub pages in root. DNS check in progress. I think that's fine. But what I would like to do now is, it even tells me that this sitemap needs to be submitted. Yeah, I'll do that in a moment. How do I see that? You know what? How do I see the updates in the newly deployed web page? Can you give me one quick practical test? Okay, so it basically deployed it for me, npm run build and then npm run deploy. It's published. The deployment is complete. Can take 2 to 10 minutes to update. Let's see about that. Yeah, now exactly we can test it like this. Doesn't exist yet. Still might be updating. Okay. Well, even though, so it has a test here that I can run in the terminal. I just paste it in. Oh, and it has a 200 now. So it's a 404 means page does not exist, which was probably because it was still deploying. Now it has a 200. And if I go onto the new web page, this is what has been added. More outgoing links, back to the top. Perfect. And now what I would do is I would also go through some of these links and yeah, see that, you know, it's basically, it makes sense. Yeah. So for instance, here was, what was it? YouTube video interviews. Well, yeah, that's nothing of me. So why would I make the advertisement here? But you can see that so many things have been done. Where is it? Really, really good stuff. And I'm curious, like how much improvement this had. I would even very quickly pause it and run this for one more. So this was now this one. I would now also do it for this error or warning. Let me see. To be really, yeah, as streamlined as possible, I would just add a new tab here, which is like this. Tab, paste in from the message before for agipath.net, and then I'm copying this. Okay, this is the critical issue, and then what is the issue? I don't even care understanding what it is, which is not advisable. Paste, and I give it the ask, and let's go. And while it does this, I can continue working and finishing up this thread, which I will do now. Okay, I have now done a couple of things. We have basically, so I asked it to help me concisely to do that. In the Google Search Console, it asked me to submit the site map. Google Search Console, where is it? Here. I have done that. Indexing has been requested. That looks good. There is a simple step forward process. It helps the SEO, the ranking of your web page a lot. Same with Bing Webmasters Tools, where I was supposed to add my sitemap. I have done that, as you see here, but it all takes some time. They will pick it up at some point. And then after some time, 24 to 48 hours, I should initiate a new crawl on Ahref. I did it already. Probably I should wait a bit more. Let this thing work and then see what it comes back with. Then in parallel, I have run this other issue that I was showing, this 3xx redirect issue. Again, first I asked it to create me an implementation plan and then to really improve it. It has done a lot. Specifically, it has fixed the paths, and that looks all good. It's important that nothing breaks. So you see it fixed the asset paths. It created a 404 HTML page. So whenever there is a link that this page basically can get caught. It optimized the Vite configuration. So really a lot of things in the backend that improve the healthiness of your web page and the crawlability, the reachability, and ultimately the SEO ranking of it of the web page without actually even seeing properly what has changed much. And lastly, one comment I would like to share with you. I would, with every single project that you're running, I would recommend to run this prompt once in a while. This is basically a little goodie from my side. Please, you tell the AI, please perform an in-depth analysis of the code and identify the top 10 things that could be improved and encode in the code base and simplify it. I want all functionalities to remain the same in the application. However, I would like to have a slightly simpler code base and better structured. Be surgical, precise, thoughtful, strategic, and concise. Here I use the word strategic specifically. I have done that also in parallel, and you see it came up with a couple of things. Consolidate data management issue. There's a lot of like hard-coded stuff. It's not good. Standardized components export. What is this? Like standardized exports. It's mixing, by default and named exports. Extract common UI patterns. Implement design systems. Split large components. Centralized image management. Remove redundant dependencies. Unify animation approach. Create shared hooks. Type safety improvements, and that's good. And then it gives me also a little analysis that would probably save some 400 lines and improve clarity and make it much more robust. All right, with this, I would like to conclude. I'm now talking 30 minutes. I just want you to understand that by this kind of process, catching the errors and warnings and potential improvements of a web page and just letting AI doing it. Of course, remaining on top of things, critical thinking has to remain in front of the computer. Once you do this regularly, there is no reason why your web page shouldn't be ranked higher than without doing that. Of course, ultimately, the most important thing is that you provide value on the web page, the content. But I think you're gonna do that anyways. So thank you so much, and I crack a Red Bull now. Bye bye.